Hey folks, Fernando doing another video for the more survivalists, and today analyzing another police video. In this case, specifically what I'm interested in is in the effectiveness of 357 SIG, one of my favorite calibers, probably my favorite caliber in handguns, in pistols specifically. I think it reaches that balance of a lot of power in a gun that is still practical to carry, because you're talking about a gun, Glock 31, which is a 357 SIG in similar size to the Glock 17. This is a Glock 17, so the exact same external geometry and pretty much use is the Glock 31. The Glock 31 is almost like a Glock 22, which is a 40 Smith & Wesson version, but with a barrel that is for 357 SIG. Basically, it's your Glock 17, but in 357 SIG. You're losing 2 rounds though, so instead of having 17 rounds in the magazine, you have 15 rounds, but those 15 rounds are 357 SIG. And a lot of people think that it's all just hype. No, it's not hype, it's real. And that, in my opinion, this is what I had back in the day in Argentina. My choice was Glock 31 in 357 SIG loaded with gold lots. That's my personal choice. Now if you're shooting a lot, or just have want to keep one gun that uses for everything and ammo price a consideration, sure, the Glock 17 is pretty much perfect for that. But the difference between 9mm and 357 SIG, I'm absolutely certain it's real. Before I go on with the video, I did the review of the Top Gun Maverick movie. Man, go watch it. It's fantastic. If you're interested in that sort of stuff, you have the links below where you have my channel about video games and movie reviews. I went and watched with the kids the Top Gun movie to the theater. It is great, really, and you can watch the review over there. Let's get to the video. So this is in North Carolina. The officer is stopping a vehicle because of not wearing a seatbelt or something like that. Anyway, basically you have the police officer stopping this vehicle and getting out of his patrol car and approaches. You see that he's aware. He touches the car. He's in the moment.
Reason why I stopped you, I'm not wearing a seatbelt. The reason why. What's the reason? Do what? Speak up. Do what?
He obviously notices something strange going on.
Well, speak up when you're talking, sir. On 64 here, you didn't have a seatbelt on. The law says you got to have it on no matter where you're at on the road. Get your driver's license or registration. ID. You don't have ID?
Now, this is a key moment that I want to pay particular attention to, in terms of if you're being stopped by the police, be cool. Of course, it really helps if you're not a criminal, if you're not insane. But for people that are not insane, crazy, then don't make things worse. I mean, even if you don't have anything, let's suppose you just hurried to a store and you just had one of those moments and you forgot your wallet. You don't have anything on you. What's the big deal? Police stops you and you say, man, I don't have anything on me. I just, rushed to the store and, I had my, had to buy something for the diapers for the baby or whatever crap it is. I just, sorry, officer, I just forgot everything. What is it that you think is going to be happening? Whatever happens, it's not going to be as bad as getting shot by cops. It doesn't make any sense to make a situation worse. That's the moment in which the criminal mind and those of us that are not insane, law-abiding citizens, come to different points in life. Even if you don't have your license, even if you forgot your wallet, even if whatever went on, explain things. Stay calm. Don't do anything stupid. Certainly don't go for try to grab something when the officer is telling you not to, so as to make a situation potentially dangerous. But use common sense and try to reason with this other person that is doing his job. He's an officer, but he's a person just like you. And you're going to be explaining whatever happened. There's a good chance that it will, hey, what, you live nearby? Okay, maybe, be more careful next time. Or, man, you should really have those documents or those papers with you. Whatever it is, it's not going to be as bad as what ends up happening here.
You got any ID on you, sir? The reason why you wasn't wearing a seatbelt either? You just took it off. How much marijuana's in the vehicle?
So he sees marijuana, I think, or he smells marijuana.
You saying there's nothing in the vehicle? Alright, you want to step out the vehicle then?
And there he has to step out. And there's where this man makes this decision of pulling a gun. So he pulls a gun. Officer tries to control that. Realizes he's failing in doing so. So he reconsiders. And look at now. He's drawing his gun as he moves away from the threat, looking for cover. Perfect. This is exactly what you would expect. And this is obviously an officer with good training and, doing everything right here. He sees, look, as he's drawing, he's looking for the gun. And when he sees that he's coming out with the gun, he's already in stance, ready to shoot. And he shoots accurately, one shot. Now, what you just saw is the difference between a 357 SIG and most other calibers. He dropped like a sack of rocks. Now, the gun is still in his hand, so that's very dangerous. So the officer and the other guy ran away. He could come back. You have to be careful about those things. But at any moment, he could be pretending. The officer does not know if he's actually down for real or not. So he keeps on insisting, drop the gun, drop the gun. He does make the decision, again, a human being. He sees that the man is down. So in spite of repeating, drop the gun, and in spite of him being right, if he would not have advanced trying to give him first aid, which he ends up doing, gets the gun away from him, and now he provides for CPR until medics arrive and so on. That could have been extremely dangerous for him. That was extremely dangerous for him. Probably not what you want to do, because at any moment he can just be pretending and boom, just shoot you right there. Anyway, my point with this video is how effective 357 SIG. That was my choice for this exact same reason. As years go by, you hear these accounts of, man, they just drop. When you hit them with 357 SIG, they just drop right away. Boom, look at the reaction. Like he was, I'm not gonna be, it's not like he got shot with a rifle, but it's the kind of, shock that you would expect from a serious round. Not that a 9mm is not a serious round also, but you don't have that reaction with 9mm. It could be just a fluke. It could be, just this specific video. Could have been anything. Sure, but the accounts keep coming in. And one of the things I've noticed over the years, this is a North Carolina State Highway Patrol Select SIG P226 357 SIG. I think they now moved to a P320, but they are still going with 357 SIG. One of the things I've noticed over the years that as agencies that already issued 357 SIG, many of them choose to maintain 357 SIG because officers are super happy with it. People on the street that actually end up in fights love 357 SIG. That says a lot about this caliber. It is one of those things that a lot of people that don't fully understand think, it's just it's just a fat. No, it's not a fat. It's a 125 grain jacket hollow point projectile going at 1,440 feet per second. So it's just as good as the speed that you get from a 4-inch barrel 357 Magnum revolver, and then some. The speed that you're getting out of this barrel length, right, in 357 SIG is actually better than that same round out of a 4-inch barrel revolver. So it's more power than a 357 Magnum, the more respected load in 357 Magnum for self-defense, even a little bit more than that. So, man, I think it's a great round. If anyone is looking for, I want to have the ideal, the best, my idea of the best would be a Glock 31 in 357 SIG, for probably the reason why you see right there. Guys, if you're interested in all of this stuff, especially regarding self-defense, guns, and how to use them properly, there's a lot of that in Street Survival Skills. I put a lot of content regarding using firearms for self-defense, staying safe on the street, practical survival, Street Survival Skills. That's where you have that information, and surviving the economic collapse for people interested in the economic collapse aspect of survival and preparedness. And you have the channel full of information. Use the search functions for finding videos that you may be interested in. Guys, it's going to be all for now. See you in the next video. Take care.